Today we're playing with some squiggly glitter net ribbon. I can't wait to see how easy it is to work with and how you don't always need multiple ribbons to make a beautiful bow. Let's get started. So this bow today is going to be for a swag. So whenever I'm going to have a swag, I like long tails so they can flow behind that swag. So on this particular design, if you go the whole length of the bow maker, that's 20 inches. I want to do about 24 for just a little bit more. I love this squiggly net and it's so pretty, you know, if you curl the ends. So let's have it a little bit longer. So I'm going to go about 24 inches and then I'm going to bring that right to the middle of the bow maker. Now if you'll just put one twist, one hand will go forward, the other will go back, and you'll get your first twist in here. The reason we want to do that is we want the pretty glitter side on the outside of these loops. So I'm going to pull that ribbon back with my left hand and I am going to make this first loop at 6 inches, okay? Keep it nice and loopy and twist. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. 6 inches over here and I am going to twist because I want 2 loops. This kind of bow is really super easy, and when you use a bow maker, yes, we have a link for the bow maker if you'd like to get one. We have an affiliate link we can share with you, and that way you can grab a bow maker just like this. So I twist when I put it in and then I scrunch at the front when I'm done making loops. So I'm done. I wanted 2 at 6 inches in the back, okay? So how pretty is it? It's just a classic looking ribbon and it makes a beautiful bow. So now I've got both these tails. We're gonna just cut them. I like to just cut them at an angle to each other, okay? Just so they're a little finished on the edge. Boom, just like that. Bring those down. Those are your long tails that are going in the back. Now, let's make our next loop, okay? And this loop, I want to have tails as well. So I'm going to bring this in and cut this to match the right-hand angle because I usually start on the right-hand side of my bow. So I'm going to do that here. And we're going to make this just about 6 inches shorter than our last tail because we've got a really long front tail. Back tail. So this will be our front tail. And these loops were at 6, so you want to go a little smaller so you bring the eye in. When I'm teaching in design school about how to do florals and have your arrangements have lines and depth and dimension, we use lines to bring the eye in and create a flow on a design. And that's what we're doing even on a bow when we bring those loops in. So all the lengths are intentional. So 6 and then 5 and 1 loop in the center, and we're going to cut these on either side to match also. What a beautiful bow. This is super simple but effective, right? Effective. This is a classic kind of mercury glass looking bulb, and you can see how pretty that is with this type of bow. Now we're going to use this bow on a swag, but these bows will look gorgeous on trees as well. When you use this squiggly ribbon, it allows the light to come through from the tree. So, and that bit of sparkle is gorgeous. Now I just ran a cable tie right beside the dowels. I'm bringing it up. And what we need to do is before we get too far on the fluffing, we've got to rotate this to the back. And it's not all the way tight. And that's important because we have to put our attachment wire or cable tie in the back before we get any further. So you can see I want to separate the 2 back loops with the front loop right here and continue to space it all out and section it till I get this beautiful flow. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's all in that placement and it brings that eye to the middle and I love it. Now, you can put a wire in the back if you're going to make bows for your tree. But remember, we're making this for a garland, so it's going to be permanently affixed to the garland. So I'm going to get that really tight and then I'm going to use my wire cutters just to trim that back piece off. And the last and final step I do on my bows, it's a little bit different, is I like to cover the mechanics of the bow. You can see there's a little bit of green in there. I want to hide that. I want it to look really professional, polished, and finished. So when I do that, I'm going to take and slice up a piece of the ribbon, because this is 2.5 inch wide ribbon, and we don't need that much. We just need about 10 to 12 inches so we can get a little strip to go through the middle. And I like to fold this on itself, so just fold the back over so you get a nice strip of the glittery side. Okay, and you make it nice and skinny, and then you just run that down the middle and you have the most polished, finished looking bow you ever did see. Y'all, if you haven't made bows like this and you want to learn more, we'd love for you to come join us in design school where we teach floral design, of course, swags, garlands, wreaths, centerpieces, all the things, but we're always doing bows and new bows, and I keep trying to make it more and more simple to teach you how to make beautiful pieces like this. You guys, this is vintage Christmas, and I love to play with these types of looks. Let me show you what comes in the kit. The first part is you're going to get this swag base, and this is a nice size medium swag base, but look at the jingle jangle. I'm telling you, it's all about the jingle, and it's got the most fantastic cedar in here. The cedar that is in here is iced and a little bit glittered, and then we have iced twigs plus the bells and a little bit of pine cone. When you get this, you're going to want to shape it out like I've done here and kind of spread the stems out left and right so you get a nice, kind of like an upside down Christmas tree. See? That's the look we're going when we're going to do this type of swag. So it's ready to go. And the cool thing is it comes with a hook already built in, so it makes it so easy to build. In the kit, you're also going to get a full roll of ribbon like this. And y'all, if you haven't followed us, liked and subscribed and followed, make sure you do that now so you don't miss another video. Grab a spot on our text list for sure if you haven't done that yet. 832-734-5201. Grab a spot and text us the word VIP so you get a spot on the list. So we've got the ribbon, the swag base, and then we have the little topper pick, which I love these because they're going to bring that look from the bottom back to the top. These go together quickly, and they make the cutest pieces for your home. So what we're going to need to do is build the base first. So we've got the bottom part of the swag ready. I'm going to layer this right on top. It's so easy. And I want that to kind of cover the hanger, but leave enough room for the bow. Now, the link for the bow to make this is on the supply list for the project in the kit. So you can find this link for this video and the link for the bow. So if you haven't made your bow yet, you're going to want to go there and make that once you grab the kit. This is our gorgeous bow. It's a 2-1 recipe with this beautiful crinkle ziggly wiggly line. It's a zigzag line on here, which is so cute. I love that. And it gives us that vintage vibe. So when we put this bow that we made in the middle, we want to make sure that area in between is just the perfect size. So I'm going to back this down just a little bit, but we want to kind of hide the stem along the base here. All right, so we leave a little bit of room for what we would call the bow zone in design school. That's the area where we're going to put the bow. So we leave a little section for that. Now I've got some brown cable ties that are going to camouflage really nicely. Those aren't going to come in the kit, so you're going to need to grab some from your electrical department of your local store, or you could use any color, but you just kind of have to camouflage them. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it in the background here, and then we'll move some of these other stems on top of it to hide them, okay? So I'm going to put my first piece in right here, and just a couple of these should hold it in place nicely. So here goes number 1 down kind of at the bottom. Pull it nice and tight, and then let's put number 2 at the top. And this one's going to be behind the bow, so no one's going to see this at all. Once you do that, you're going to take and trim both these pokies up. We don't need them. And then I'm going to manipulate the greenery so you don't even see it. It'll be camoed, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. In design school, we just did a really fun corner swag that we made, and we use some of these same techniques you're seeing here. We just build upon the fundamentals, and fundamentals of construction are really important when you're designing, and I'm big about doing them. And then once you learn those fundamentals, you learn lines, you learn shape, you learn depth and dimension, and principles of design that help build up your design technique and your quality of your work, and before you know it, you're putting out stunning pieces that sell, and I am so proud of you. Okay, now let's get the bow in. That's coming in next. So I'm just going to lay it right in that bow zone. We're going to go right over the same area we just were in, so that's going to hide all our mechanics. Y'all, this is so gorgeous, so quick, so easy. These kind of swags work great in your home, on either side of the fireplace, if you have sconces. On both, you can make a couple for the sides of a mirror. They are just so fun to add in. If you have a mailbox at the front door, it looks super cute hanging off your mailbox. All kind of stuff. With a little bit of bending, I can also turn this into a lantern swag just by putting a wire right on the back. That's how fun these are to work with. Now, the next trick we want to do is we want to use these gorgeous ribbons in the foreground and in the background. So what you're going to do is take the front ribbons, and I'm just going to move those up out of my way. And now we're going to take the back ribbons and we're going to pull those to the back. That's always part of my styling. See what depth we just created? And that wasn't very difficult, but we brought that ribbon to the back and it creates depth because now the greenery is on top of it. So we roll these two pieces to the back and they're gorgeous and they let the greenery be on top. Now the foreground pieces, I'm going to curl those. I like to get these fairly tight and curl them up with my fingers, just kind of like you're doing your hair. Oh my gosh, let that kind of cascade down. Do that on both sides. And then we'll fluff that bow, and we've really done this. This is so super fast, super cute, but never underestimate pieces like this in your craft booth, in your home, and when you're decorating, because they are simple but beautiful. And look how pretty. And this is sitting next to just two classic Christmas ornaments, and you can see this look never goes out of style. So try this simple vintage Christmas swag. I can't wait to see you try a few of these and implement these into your home and into your repertoire. And this kit is great for beginners or more advanced students who just want to make something super quick. All right, Bloomerinos, I'll see you next time, and I can't wait for you to come join us in design school. Let us know here in the comments if you'd like to join our class. We'll be happy to share the link with you, or head over to KeleasDesignSchool.com or reefteacher.com. I'm happy to get to know you in class. Bye, everybody. Have fun with flowers.